greetings, and salutations. Welcome once again to this space where knowledge flows and curiosity thrives. If you happen to be new here, do consider subscribing and activating the notification bell to stay updated on all future content. To all those returning, your continued support is a beacon of encouragement. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. This powerful quote, often attributed to the wise Maya Angelou, serves as a poignant reminder of the trap we fall into when we allow the past to define our present and future. We all carry our share of yesterday's baggage, heartbreaks, failures, regrets. It's a universal experience. But there's a difference between acknowledging our past and letting it hold us captive. Imagine for a moment a prisoner bound by chains of their own making. These chains, forged from past hurts, disappointments, and missed opportunities, restrict their every move. They long to break free, to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead, but the weight of the past feels insurmountable. This, my friends, is what it means to be imprisoned by our past, trapped by the echoes of what was, unable to fully embrace the promise of what could be. We may not realize it, but we often become jailers in our own lives. We replay old tapes of past mistakes, allowing shame and guilt to fester. We cling to grudges and resentments, reliving past hurts as if they were happening in the present moment. This relentless focus on yesterday steals our joy, stifles our creativity, and prevents us from experiencing the fullness of life in the here and now. It's a heavy burden to bear, this clinging to what can no longer be changed. But here's the good news. The key to unlocking those chains, to dismantling the bars of our self-made prisons, lies within us. We have the power to choose how we relate to our past. We can choose to remain shackled to yesterday's sorrows, or we can choose to break free and step into the liberating truth that we are not defined by our past. We are not our mistakes, our heartbreaks, or our failures. We are so much more than the sum of our past experiences. Why do we cling to the past, even when it causes us pain? The human brain is wired for survival, and part of that survival mechanism involves remembering painful experiences to avoid repeating them. While this can be helpful in some situations, it can also lead us to overestimate threats and become trapped in a cycle of fear and avoidance. Past wounds, particularly those that remain unhealed, can create deep grooves in our neural pathways, making it challenging to break free from negative thought patterns and behaviors. Our past experiences shape our beliefs about ourselves, others, and the world around us. If we've experienced trauma, betrayal, or loss, we may develop deeply ingrained beliefs that the world is unsafe, that we are unworthy of love, or that we are destined to repeat the patterns of the past. These beliefs, often formed unconsciously, can become self-fulfilling prophecies, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in ways that keep us stuck. Consider, for example, someone who has experienced a painful breakup. They may carry the weight of that experience into future relationships, becoming guarded, distrustful, or fearful of intimacy. Their past heartbreak, while a real and valid experience, becomes a lens through which they view all future relationships, preventing them from fully opening their hearts to new possibilities. The good news is that our brains are incredibly adaptable. Just as our brains can learn to associate pain with certain experiences, they can also learn to rewire those associations and create new, healthier patterns. This process, known as neuroplasticity, offers hope for healing and transformation. By consciously choosing to focus on the present moment, challenging negative thought patterns, and engaging in practices that promote self-compassion and resilience, we can begin to heal the wounds of the past and step into a more empowered and fulfilling future. It's a journey that requires courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. But the rewards are immeasurable. Fear is a powerful emotion, deeply rooted in our need for safety and survival. It can be a valuable tool, alerting us to potential dangers and helping us make wise choices. But fear can also become a prison, keeping us trapped in the past and preventing us from living our lives to the fullest. When we allow fear to dictate our decisions, we give away our power and limit our potential. One way fear keeps us tethered to the past is through the insidious voice of what if. What if we get hurt again? What if we fail? What if we make the wrong choice? These what if questions, often fueled by past experiences, can paralyze us, preventing us from taking risks, pursuing our dreams, and embracing new opportunities. We become so afraid of repeating past mistakes that we fail to see the possibilities that exist in the present moment. Fear can also manifest as a resistance to change. Change, even positive change, can be unsettling because it requires us to step outside of our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. When we're clinging to the familiar, however painful it may be, we're essentially choosing the illusion of safety over the possibility of growth and fulfillment. We may tell ourselves that we're content with the status quo, even when deep down we yearn for something more. The truth is, life is inherently uncertain. There are no guarantees that we won't experience pain, heartbreak, or disappointment. In fact, it's often through these very experiences that we learn, grow, and discover our resilience. When we can learn to accept uncertainty as a natural part of life, we free ourselves from the grip of fear and open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. This doesn't mean we have to be fearless. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to act in spite of it. It's about acknowledging our fears, honoring the wisdom they may offer, and then choosing to move forward with courage and an open heart. The past, despite its often painful grip on our present, can feel like a safe haven. It's familiar, predictable, and within the realm of what we already know. This illusion of control can be incredibly seductive, especially when we're grappling with uncertainty or fear in our present lives. We may find ourselves revisiting past memories, replaying old conversations, or clinging to mementos as a way to hold on to a sense of order and predictability. The problem with clinging to the past for a sense of control is that it's an illusion. We can't change what's already happened, no matter how much we may wish we could. The past is fixed, unchangeable, and ultimately outside of our control. When we try to control the uncontrollable, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. We expend precious energy ruminating on what could have been, should have been, or might have been, instead of focusing on what we can actually influence: our present choices and actions. This desire for control often stems from a fear of the unknown. The future, unlike the past, is a vast and uncharted territory. It's full of possibilities, both exciting and daunting. When we're afraid, it's natural to want to retreat to the familiar, even if the familiar is painful. But true freedom, true growth, lies in embracing the unknown with courage and an open heart. Letting go of the need to control the past doesn't mean forgetting it or pretending it didn't happen. It's about acknowledging the past, learning from it, and then choosing to focus our energy on creating a present and future that aligns with our values and aspirations. It's about shifting our focus from what was to what can be. The shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating, freeing us from the weight of the past and empowering us to create a future that is both meaningful and fulfilling. It's a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and ultimately of choosing hope over fear.